Onto the international scene, social media giant Facebook has banned Myanmar military and military-controlled state and media entities from its platforms. Now, this comes days after it deleted the military's main page for prohibiting violence and coordinating harm. The military had used Facebook to boost its claim of voter fraud in the 2020 elections.
Myanmar's military seized the Southeast Asian nation in a coup on 1st February and declared a state of emergency. The country has seen weeks of protest as a result, with at least 3 protesters and 1 policeman having been killed in violence at rallies. Elsewhere, a review by US regulators of the single-shot Johnson & Johnson coronavirus vaccine has found it safe and effective. It paves way for it to become the 3rd COVID-19 vaccine to be authorized in the US and would be a cost-effective alternative to the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines. Results from vaccine trials conducted in the US, South Africa and Brazil found its efficacy against the worst outcomes of the virus was similarly high, but overall protection was lower in South Africa and Brazil, where virus variants have become dominant. There were no deaths reported among participants who received the vaccine and no hospital admissions after 28 days post the vaccine. Meanwhile, Australia has passed the world-first law aimed at making Google and Facebook pay for news content on their platforms. The amended legislation was passed in the House of Representatives on Thursday after going through the Senate. Last week, Facebook blocked all news content to Australians over the row, but reversed its decision this week after negotiations with the government. Following these talks, the law passed with new amendments making it possible for Facebook and Google not to be subject to the code. Finally, customs authority in Germany and Belgium have seized a record amount of cocaine, more than 23 tons that was destined for the Netherlands. German officials discovered 16 tons in 5 shipping containers concealed in tins of wall filler that had arrived in the port of Hamburg from Paraguay earlier this month. Police in the Netherlands were notified and a further 7.2 tons of cocaine were seized at the Belgian airport of Antwerp. A 28-year-old man suspected of involvement in the trafficking of the drugs has been arrested in the Netherlands.